Most people think business success comes from being the loudest in the room. They think it's about hype, hustle, and being heard. But what if I told you the real power is in stillness? The loudest one isn't leading. The one in control is the one who doesn't flinch, the one who sees clearly when everyone else panics. While others chase noise, you build something unshakable, not just flashy, foundational, not just seen, strategic. The one who wins is the one who stays calm in the fire, who builds to endure, not just to launch, but to last. This isn't about hype. It's about becoming the kind of person success can't ignore. Thoughtful. Success isn't a dollar amount. It's not followers. It's not busy energy, book calendars, or overcomplicated funnels. It's freedom, the power to choose where you go, how you live, and who you serve without asking for permission. Most people chase status, but status fades. Freedom scales? Ask any Stoic. Epictetus said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." Let that sit. Because in business, real wealth is clarity and control. Clarity of vision, control over chaos. When your mind is calm, your moves are precise. When your desires are minimal, your focus becomes dangerous. This isn't about owning more. It's about needing less and doing more with it. Success is doing what matters, with people who matter, in a way that makes you proud, not just busy. It's not about hustling harder, it's about aligning sharper. So stop chasing every next thing. Start building something that lasts, not louder, but deeper, not faster, but clearer. And that starts with your inner world, not the outer metrics, because if your mind is messy, your business will be too. Let me ask you something. How many brilliant entrepreneurs do you know who are always burnt out, distracted, over-leveraged? They've built systems, but can't even sit with themselves in silence for 5 minutes. They've scaled teams, but haven't mastered their own inner dialogue. That's not success. That's chaos with a shiny logo. You want to know what wins long-term? Emotional discipline, stillness and noise, choosing clarity over speed. The Stoics knew this. If you don't control your mind, someone else will, Marcus Aurelius. And in business, if you don't control your time, your attention, your energy, someone else will rent it, cheap. Real success is internal sovereignty. You rule your day. You know when to say yes, and more importantly, when to say no. No to the trends, no to the rush, no to proving something. Because the moment you stop trying to look successful, you start actually becoming it. This isn't about becoming emotionless, it's about becoming emotionally fluent. So that pressure doesn't break you, it sharpens you. No one tells you this, but the calmest person in the room, often the most powerful. Because while everyone else is reacting, they're thinking, watching, planning. That's the kind of success that lasts. And it starts with mastering the mind that runs the machine. You can master every marketing tactic, but if you crack under pressure, it's game over. You can master every marketing tactic. You can read the books, watch the podcasts, sign up for every mastermind in your city. But if you crack under pressure, it's game over. Because business isn't won in the highlight reel, it's won in the hard days. When the deal falls through, when the views are down, when no one believes in the vision but you. That's where the real game lives, inside your head. You can buy funnels, you can hire consultants, you can copy competitors down to their landing pages, but you can't outsource inner strength. And that's the lie the world keeps selling. Just buy this course, just use this tool. But here's the truth. You can't automate mindset. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Marcus Aurelius. Let that sink in. Because what breaks most people isn't the event, it's how they respond to the event. Clients ghost you, it's not personal. Stay present. Ads underperform, refocus, don't spiral. A launch fails, you can either panic or pivot. If your business is an engine, then your mind is the driver. And if that driver's panicking in traffic, you're going to crash, no matter how powerful the engine is. That's why the inner game is the only game. Your nervous system becomes your strategy. Your breath becomes your edge. The founders who last, they don't win because they know everything. They win because they can stay calm when it matters most. Train the mind first, the rest follows. Loud isn't leadership. It's insecurity, wearing a microphone. Think about it. The ones who really move markets aren't the ones screaming in every meeting. They're the ones listening, learning, building. Quiet doesn't mean passive. It means precise, because the loud founder, often chasing applause, but the quiet founder, they're chasing alignment. They don't tweet every win. They don't panic post every loss. They're too busy becoming undeniable. You don't need to be seen to be significant. In fact, most real builders go unseen for a long time. Don't explain your strategy to people who aren't building anything. Why? Because your clarity doesn't need a consensus. Stoic confidence means this: you don't argue, you don't over-explain, you don't beg for belief. You move with intention. That's not arrogance. That's inner alignment. Seneca said it best: a wise man is content with himself. So when the world gets noisy, you get still. While others perform, you prepare. While others debate, you decide. Confidence doesn't mean loud. It means rooted in your values, in your vision, in your voice, even when it's quiet. Because desperation screams, but true power whispers. And when you get this, you stop chasing credibility because you're already living it. Most people think small. They build for today. They build for applause. They build for attention. But attention fades. Algorithms shift. Clout is currency until it crashes. You're not here to trend. You're here to transform. Because when you stop performing and start producing, you start building what actually lasts. Long-term peace. No more hustle culture, just structured freedom. Generational value. Not just income, but insight passed down. A business that lives beyond your name. The impediment to action advances action. Marcus Aurelius: every obstacle is an invitation. Every setback a blueprint. Let the hardship refine you, not define you. Here's the real Stoic path. Build with urgency, but not desperation. Move fast, but stay grounded. Dream global, but execute locally. In your discipline, your habits, your service. You don't have to shout across the world. If you serve one person deeply today, that ripple travels farther than you know. And one day, long after the likes disappear and your name isn't trending, your work will still be standing. Because you didn't just build a business, you built a legacy. Your business will never outgrow your mind. So if your thinking is cluttered, don't be surprised if your business is too. Real success isn't found in hustle, it's found in harmony, between ambition and alignment. And that kind of success, it begins in silence. Here's your challenge. Before you buy another course, before you scroll for another tactic, sit still and ask yourself, am I building a brand or just chasing validation dressed up as productivity? If the answer makes you uncomfortable, good. That's where growth lives. That's where transformation begins. Because in the end, strategy matters, systems matter. But who you are when no one's watching, that's what builds businesses that last. You don't need louder marketing, you need quieter mastery. You don't need more motivation, you need mental clarity. So stop outsourcing your confidence. Stop leasing your identity to numbers. Start building from the inside out. And watch everything external rise to meet you. Subscribe to the Business Vault for weekly lessons on Stoic mindset and modern entrepreneurship. Comment below, what mindset are you mastering this week? Send this to one focused builder, the kind who craves clarity, not chaos. Before you buy another course, sit in silence and ask yourself, am I building a business or just chasing applause? If the answer stings, good. Growth starts in discomfort, because at the Business Vault, we don't build louder, we build deeper. We don't sprint, we move with intent. We don't chase hype, we build from the inside out. Your mind is the first business you must master. Make it unshakable.